Hey man, it's fight day. It's fight day. Ain't no need in playing around with it, man. It's fight day. Let me see who we got in the building. What's up with it though? The guy, my brother in the building. What's up with it, guy? Salute to you. King Vonnie 86 in the building. What's up with you, bro? Salute to you, family. Hold on, man. Let me make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure y'all can hear me. My mic sounds nice. Check one. My mic sounds nice. Check two. What's up with it though, family? Salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for taking time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. If I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. Quan in the building. What's up with you, bro? Y'all see y'all real names is up here, man. I don't know what's going on with the Tizzle. Kevin Dunbar, the scholar in the building. It's fight day, baby. K underscore, man. It's fight day. Where y'all at, man? Jerry Alexander, what's up with you, homie? Salute, man. He said, we hear you. Kevin Dunbar, the scholar in the building. What's up with it? Salute to the family, man. 4-ounce sniper in the building. What's up with you, bro? K underscore G underscore in the building. What's up with it, family? Salute to you, man. Tales from the B-side, man. Hey, man. Say, it's fight day, bro. Like, man. Yeah. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Dwayne Jones in the building. What's up with you, bro? He said the ATL will represent tonight. He talking about riding out tonight. Hey, man. Tay, the real queen of MMA. What's up with you, sis? Salute. Mm-hmm. Hey, man. Hold on. Let me show my. Let me. I got to come in here. I didn't forget how to do this. Hold on. I didn't forget. I didn't lost my man. I'm slap happy. There you go. I got to come in here and show y'all it's me. This ain't AI. You feel me? This ain't AI. This is me. Mm-hmm. This is Junior. This ain't AI. What's up with it though, man? Salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much, man, for taking time to tune in. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it, man. This is the moment of truth, man. I didn't put it off as long as I could. My brother, Demar the plant-based pugilist, been harassing me for about a month. He ain't even in here now. The Dirt Gang boss in the building. What's up with it, boss? He done been harassing me for about a month, trying to figure out, trying to get some answers is what he was doing. He was trying to get some answers. So I put it off as long as I could. It's fight day and we here and I got to get some answers. You know what I mean? I got an answer. Y'all are looking for me to explain myself. You understand that y'all want me to explain myself. Y'all want some answers. So we here, man. But salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much. If you haven't done so, y'all please go over and subscribe to the Punch Junkie channel. Go over and subscribe to the Punch Junkie YouTube channel. It's just that, the Punch Junkie. You can find it. Salute to my sister Tay, the real queen of MMA, showing love on both channels. Thank you so much, love. Man, be sure to go visit the Punch Junkie website, www.punchjunkie.com. It's your site for all things Punch Junkie, man. It's there, www.punchjunkie.com. The shop is there. Everything's there, man. So y'all pull up. Man, Vonnie said 2:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on pay-per-view. Sweet Tea the Cheetah in the building. What's up with the Sweet Tea the Cheetah? That boy over there slummed this stuff. I think he's trying to be funny. You know, folks get offended when they be seeing you, when they see you do what it is you do. I think you got offended because I'm over here about to talk this sweet science. You feel me? On this sweet morning down here in Sweet Home, Alabama. You feel me? Down here in Sweet Home, Alabama. That's where I'm at. Man, first of all, man, let me say this and salute to the guy. So me and the guy had this conversation. Man, y'all really ain't fans of boxing, man. All these people running around here talking boxing, y'all really not fans of the sweet science, man. It's I can count off probably about 2 or 3 of y'all, man, that's actually really fans of boxing. You feel me? If this whole, I say for the last 2 weeks, man, this is the only thing that we should have been talking about, man. This card in Riyadh season, this is the most incredible. This is the card of the year. And we ain't even got to go no further than we can start with the Melaniki versus Noma fight. Then Noakes versus Mason. Then Bam Rodriguez versus Puma Martinez. Then Devin the Dream Haney versus Brian Norman Jr., aka the Assassin 2. And then David Benavidez versus Anthony Yardak. Lions in the count. Like, and bro, y'all got the nerve to be out here talking about anything else, man. Like y'all really talking about Tank. Like I got half a mind to report every Tank Davis video this week, bro, for hate mail, spam. Y'all really made Tank Davis videos this week. All weeks, y'all really found a way to talk about Tank Davis. Man, y'all ain't fans of boxing, man. Y'all not fans of boxing, man. Y'all be out here tweaking. K underscore, bro. This week, bro, we really found a way to bring up Tank Davis. Like, we really brought up Tank. I'm puzzled, man. Joe Townsend, what's up with it? Salute to my player partner from the Bay. Salute to the Old Hillside Bourbon Company, man. Salute to the family, my bourbon family. Jay Alexander said he's Jeep now. He ain't even Tank no more. Just call him Jeep. But we really found a reason to bring up Gervonta Tank Davis this week, this historical night of boxing. Like if I didn't know no better, like if I literally didn't know no better, I would have thought that I would have thought this was a Don King card. You feel me? I would have thought this was a knockout. I really would have thought this was a Don King card. Salute to Johnny Knockout Music. He said, "What's good, family? Brian Norman Jr. all day. I just pulled up to Sally to get my black do-rag. Got my Nike jumpsuit ready. That's Bone Crusher. We ain't never scared. Shout out to ATL, Shotty. Salute to ATL, man. Salute to ATL, man. West Side, East Side, South Side, North Side, Decatur. Salute to ATL, man. Like I'm no, man. Like I'm really baffled that you could even really be a fan of boxing and be talking about anything this week. And this is the guy got on me. The guy got on me because the guy said, "Bro, why are you not?" Like, he didn't say it, but he said it. These dudes don't really rock with boxing, bro. Why are you not talking about this fight this week? Man, I've been chilling. I'm gonna wait to the absolute last minute. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm cooling, and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna say today at the end like I always do. But I was cooling. Y'all have become. We have become. I'm gonna say we. We have become addicted to, like, we're fans of drama, bro. We're not fans of boxing no more. Like, this whole card, top to bottom, all the way from, like I said, you can all the way from the Milnicki all the way up to the top. And this is the first card in a while where the main event is actually the co-main. Cause y'all know y'all not here for the Benavidez versus Yard fight. Salute to Benavidez, salute to Yard. Y'all know y'all not really there for that fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all really not there for that fight, man. That fight is just the add-on. You understand what I'm talking about? That's just the add-on. Salute to JC the Storyteller in the building. What's up with it, bro? And K underscore, and that's what I was gonna do. I was about to literally break it down and cover a fight a day. But then I just said, nah, I'm just gonna sit back and chill, man. I'm just gonna sit back and chill. And then we can call this. This is the official takeover. You feel me? Because we about to take over talking boxing the way that we talk boxing. And we ain't giving it back, bro. Like, we ain't giving it back. I'm not interested in talking to nobody. I'm not interested in interviewing nobody. I'm not interested in getting no drama on my channels. I'm not interested in name calling. I'm not interested in none of that. I want to talk about boxing. I want to talk about the fights. I want to talk about the fights. I want to talk about the fighters. I want to be a fan. I don't want to be a promoter. I don't want to be a manager. I don't even want to be a trainer. I don't want to be a coach. I don't want to be a PR person. I want to be a fan of the sport of boxing. And this is the last place in the world for the real fans of the sweet science. Kamara, the stepping racer, what's up with you, homie? What's up with it? What is how stay more smooth? What's up with you, homie? Salute to you, family. That logo, that icon is mean, bro. That icon is mean. I just want to be a fan, bro. You feel me? And we about to seize the day, man, with this fight. And we not giving it back. You understand what I'm saying? We not giving it back. We're not giving it back. Nah, we're not giving it back. So I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start with that though. I'm sorry with us, man. Yeah, I'm sorry with us. New Fat Boy Fitness. What's up with you, homie? Salute to you. Nah. He said, I can't wait. A star will be crowned today in boxing. Fanned out shouty. Either way it go. And that was when I did talk about the fight. This is what I said. I think Devin and Dream Haney is something. I think Brian Norman Jr. is something. Today, Brian Norman Jr. gets to show me what I think he is. Devin the Dream Haney gets the opportunity to show me what I think what I believe he is. This is crazy, man. Abdullah Mason gets the opportunity to show me that he is exactly what I think he is. He gets to show me that he is what I've professed, and I've been running around here professing him to be what he is. Salute to my brother, Tay Jones. Tay Jones, I was listening to Tay Jones. Now let's get some straightening today. Let's get some straightening. Tay Jones was saying that now I salute to Tay Jones. I got hip to Brian Norman Jr. from Tay Jones. You feel me? Big Jones. I got hip to Brian Norman Jr. from Big Jones. Y'all know I've been spending a whole lot of time in Atlanta with the OTX family and everything. Salute to Coach Mustafa. Salute to everybody down in Georgia. Got hip to Big Jones. Hit me to Brian Norman Jr. I ain't finna sit here and play with y'all. But then I was listening to my brother Tay Jones, aka Big Jones. I'm listening to Big Jones. Big Jones say he was the first person talking about Abdullah Mason. I got to call negative. That's a big fat negative, my friend. We from Ohio, bro. We from Ohio. You understand what I'm saying? We from Ohio. Like, you don't understand. We from Ohio. And you know who I got on speed dial in Ohio? You know who I got on speed dial? It's this dude. He be running around here with he got a I don't know what to call it. He got like a Mortal Kombat hat, and it's got fire around it. It's orange and black, and he goes by Ohio Runs Boxing. Yeah, I talk to him quite often, and we just talk about nothing but you got to be ready when you talk to him, because he gonna talk to you about Ohio boxing. You feel me? But he calls me and he gives me earfuls. He tells me and he calls me and say, man, you going to this amateur card. Man, you going to that amateur card. Yada, yada, yada. The first person I ever heard talk about the Mason brothers was Ohio Runs Boxing. And the first person on these YouTube streets to mention the Mason brothers in the YouTubes, Abdullah Mason, in these YouTube streets, he was an amateur. And we start talking about dude. So I salute to Big Jones. And y'all gonna make me go back through the archives and get the clip. Salute to Big Jones. Because Brian Norman Jr., Big Jones put me on. That whole Atlanta boxing scene, that heat that they got some heat in Atlanta. They got some heat in Atlanta. They have some boxing heat in Atlanta. Don't get it misconstrued. They got some heat. Yet here it is. Y'all thinking it ain't been no heat since, Vernon Forrest and the Evander Holyfield, the real deal. They got some heat in Georgia. Shay Girl 85. I was just thinking about you. What's up with the Shay Girl? I'm down here. I'm in Madison. I'm actually at the. Should I be telling my location? I probably should. It don't matter. Somebody come over here and get shot. I'm at the Homewood. I'm by the baseball stadium in Madison. At the new Homewood. We gotta link up. Do you got work today? But listen though. So Atlanta got a for real boxing scene. And I'm giving all honor and love today to Tay Jones to really being the person that really introduced me to, they getting it in Georgia. They getting it in Georgia. But to be the first to bring Abdullah Mason to introduce that, nah, baby, nah, I can't get that up, Big Jones. I can't get that up, Big Jones. Salute to my brother, Big Jones. This fight card, man, is tremendous, top to bottom. Here, they're gonna be about a farm. Raven Station, what's up with you, homie? Salute. Be about a far said, hey, he said, hey, man, say, man, who you got? Goddamn. He said, who you got? Goddamn it. It's fight night. I was just talking about you, bro. I just said I was waiting to the last minute. You've been harassing me for about 3 weeks now, trying to get me to make my pick, and I've been just keeping you at the end of out of reach, like Devin need to do today. You feel me? Nah, bro. And I didn't ran out of real estate. Talib Cunningham, what's up with you, homie? Salute. He said, check out Mustafa's gym. Salute, bro. We was just talking about it, Talib. I don't know if you heard me, and I just sent the shout out to Coach Mustafa. Yeah. I just sent the shout out, bro, to Coach Mustafa. But now they ran out of real estate. So let's go there. Let's go up and down the card, shall we? So we got Melaniki Jr. Versus Noma. I don't know much about Noma. I've seen Melaniki Jr. fight. I know he's a kid from the U.S. Where he from? Ain't he from like Jersey? Where's Melaniki Jr. from? I think he's from Jersey. Here, let me look at the record. This is bad because I really should be having more knowledge about. Yeah, he's from New Jersey. He's 21-1, got 12 wins by way of knockout. His one loss was coming at the hands of James Martin, and that was back in 2021. He's in there versus Samuel Noma, who is 21-0. Samuel Noma, man, he was popping that pop though. He was popping that pop, and I do know that they're fighting for a minor title today. Big Sam is 21-0 with 5 wins by KO. I have absolutely no idea. He's from Lagos, Nigeria. I have absolutely no idea who's gonna win this fight, man. Honestly speaking, I'm gonna go with Melaniki though. I'm gonna pick Melaniki because I just don't know no better. I ain't got good sense. You feel me? I ain't got sense enough to know no better. He said Jersey Roseland to be exact. Okay, Shay Girl, hit me up. I'm gonna go with Big Joe Melaniki. All right. Now we can get on to the heat, man. Abdullah Mason, 19-0, 17 wins coming by way of knockout versus Sam Noakes, who was 17-0 with 15 wins coming by knockout. Big Sam Noakes is from Maidstone, UK. You know what I mean? He was popping that pop in the weigh-ins, man. He was popping that pop, and of course we know that the young boy Abdullah Mason coming out of Cleveland, Ohio. That 19-0, 17 wins coming by way of knockout, man. 21 years of age, set to be the youngest champion in the sport of boxing. They are fighting for the WBO world lightweight title. This is a this is like a real emotional moment for me, man. For real. Like this is very emotional, bro. You got Abdullah Mason and his family, man, the Mason brothers, you got their father Valiant, man, all the work and stuff that he's put in. We really haven't really talked about, the black fatherhood excellence that's associated with this card. We've been too busy talking about Tank Davis and all this other bullshit that's been going on, but it's but a part of that black father excellence is Valiant Mason, man. I think Abdullah Mason is gonna stop Sam Noakes, man. I think it's gonna be I think Sam Noakes is gonna come out with a nice spirited effort. But I just believe, and I believe more so now than ever, that I'm understanding and accepting the fact that you have world-class fighters, you have domestic fighters. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that, once again, I've said this last week, that the UK has such a strong domestic fighting scene that people don't have to leave. Like, they do not have to leave the UK and have successful fighting careers. And that's a beautiful thing, man. I really wish that it were like that in America. And it could be. It really, truly could be. People could have long, illustrious, wonderful boxing careers in the United States of America without leaving if it was done correctly, but it's not. So with that being said, and I could be wrong, I could be misspeaking, I do believe that, I'm not misspeaking on Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason is a world-class fighter. He is a world-class, world championship caliber fighter. It's in his pedigree. We've seen it in his style. We've seen it in his temperament. We've seen it his temperament in and out of the ring. We see it in his focus. We see it in his dedication to the sport. We see it in the team that surrounds him. He is a world-class champion, world-class fighter. Sam Noakes, man, like I said, once again, I could be misspeaking, but I think that Sam Noakes has not proven to be world class yet. You understand what I'm saying? He has yet to fight outside of the UK. And I could go through I'm not going to go through his joint, but I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that's on his resume are UK fighters. I got Abdullah Mason, man, with a stoppage. Stylistically, I'm just not sure that there's anything that Sam Noakes is going to be able to do to stop Abdullah Mason from getting rolling. And as we all know, once Mason gets rolling, he's going to roll you right on up out of there. I got Mason by stoppage. Ain't no doubt at all. He's gonna win by stoppage. Yeah, watch this. Now we're gonna go ahead on and talk about. Now we're gonna go salute to say YouTube my tube. The guy said, "What round?" I think Noakes is gonna come out. I see him coming out and trying to jump on Mason early and try to establish that he's the dog, because I think he has that dog in him, man. And plus he's going to be trying to go out there and prove a point that he ain't scared and he belong there, and so on and so forth. Also, he's older, like he's 28 and Mason is 21. So I think in his mind, he think he's going to be able to chump Mason with those, antics and that what do you call that? That machismo, if you will, like that, that extra energy. Abdullah Mason's temperament is different though, man. He's cool, calm, collective. We've seen him pick himself off the campus twice and come back and get a stoppage, twice in the same fight, and come back and stop his opponent. I think he's gone in and made the technical corrections since then, of course, and we've seen him just continue to get it rolling. So I think Mason, I say if Dokes comes out, like I think he's gonna come out, it's gonna be like a third, fourth round stoppage, man. I give it between 3 and 4. Between 3 and 4. Mason will get it rolling 3 and 4. So we'll say I'll say late in the third. I'll go fourth round stoppage, bro. There you go, the guy. I got fourth round stoppage. He said, be specific. Salute to Stormy B, man. He said, no picky up the phone, homie. Man, I'm moving around, bro. I ain't even looked at my phone today. I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of missed messages. King Von, I'll hit you back though, Stormy. Salute to my brother Stormy B, man. Y'all be sure to go subscribe to my brother Stormy B, man. One of the last real fans of the sport of boxing. All right. Let's go to the co-main event. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. Y'all see what I did there? David Benavidez 30-0, 24 KOs, the Mexican monster. We know he definitely got it rolling. Anthony Yarde 27-3, been knocked out twice. Lions in the count. We do know that Anthony Yarde has been in there with Lyndon Arthur, that we know of, a good domestic UK fighter. He's been in there with Artur Beterbiev. He's been in there with Sergey Kovalev. And those fights, of course, he's lost. He lost by TKO against Beterbiev. He lost actually by split decision to Lyndon Arthur, and he came back and knocked out Arthur in their rematch. And he lost to Sergey Kovalev by TKO in the 11th round in a very, very spirited fight. Going back to that commentary that I was talking about earlier, man. Mervin Albano says, can Sam hit Mason with body shots and KO Mason? No, sir. He sure can't. He sure can't. I really believe that Abdullah Mason is going to be able to establish his jab, man, with his 74-inch arm reach. He's an inch taller than Noakes as well. I think he's going to be the taller, bigger, stronger, more sturdy fighter. And I think if Noakes tries to come down and get into Mason's body, he's going to put himself in harm's way for Mason to come straight downtown on him with I'm talking about some leverage downtown smoke and get him out of there, bro. So I don't really think that. I don't really think that. I think yeah. I don't think so, man. Yeah, I don't think so. Stormy B Man says, I just rewatched Beterbiev Yarde, and the 5th round was a rough situation for Arthur, and he has more mobility and footwork than Benavidez. Oh, man. He said literally 10 minutes ago, I just watched it. Man, Biker, what's up with you, bro? Yeah, you just watched that because you're a real fan of the sport of boxing. One of the last ones. I think with this Yarde fight, man, I'm telling you, man, I just really think, because I'm looking at Benavidez, and then I'm asking myself questions, right? Like, is Benavidez really acclimated to light heavyweight? It's light heavyweight is different, man. You know what I'm saying? I know he fought Alexander Volstik, however you say it. I know he fought David Morrell. David Morrell is a 168-pounder. He did get dropped by David Morrell. So I have these questions, man, about David Benavidez and what happens when he really gets hit by an established, sturdy, light heavyweight. I got questions. You know what I'm saying? I got questions. I got questions about if Yarde can be more athletic, more elusive. Can he set some traps for Benavidez? We know Benavidez is offensive heavy. You know what I'm saying? He's a monster. And he's literally, taking on and believes in that persona. But the thing is, when we start talking about the greats, what happens when you have to, when somebody puts you in a situation where you got to do something different? Like, what happens when you have to pull out plan B? You know what I'm saying? And the thing that we always see from world-class fighters and world-class champions is we see a plan B, we see a plan C, like we see adjustments and so on and so forth. And Benavidez has not been in the situation that I've seen where he made adjustments. He was in a situation, have been in a situation where he's just remained constant with what it is that he actually does. Is Yard going to be the person to make him have to make adjustments? Because Yard can crack. Is Yard going to be the person that's able to make him make adjustments? When I've seen Yard in there with world-class opposition, he's lost. So he's lost against Better Beef. He lost against Kovalev, who in 2019 was closer to the Crusher than we had seen in later years. But he was still wasn't really the Crusher. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the Crusher, bro, because he had already lost to Andre Ward twice. He had been knocked out by Alida Alvarez. He was just a mere shell of himself, the Crusher that we had seen in the past. And he stopped Yarde by TKO. Man, I got to go with Benavidez in this fight. I got to go with Benavidez, and I'm going to go with Benavidez. In a spirit, it'll be a spirited fight, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Benavidez had to get off the canvas, you know what I mean, and bite down and fight. But I got Benavidez winning this one, man. I'll give you 9th round stoppage. I got Benavidez at not 10. I got you Benavidez in 10-round stoppage. I think he's gonna be more too much for Yard. We know Yard likes to fade later in the later rounds. You know what I mean? People have big question marks around his conditioning and whatnot. It's gonna get ugly. As soon as Yard starts to slow down, Benavidez is gonna overtake him, man, and it'll be Benavidez by stoppage round 10. All right, man. This is what y'all clicked on. This is what y'all clicked on here for. Salute to all 50 of y'all in here. Be sure to hit the like button, man. Be sure to hold on. Yard has been in with the two best, Bivol and Better Beef. Hold on. What am I missing? What am I missing here? Hold on. My fault, Stormy. I'm looking because I see him in there. I don't see Yard. Yard hasn't been in there with Bivol, bro. He's been in there with Better Beef. He hasn't been in there with Bivol. Or unless you're talking about sparring or something. But Yard and or maybe Emmys or something, but Yard hasn't been in there with Bivol. He's been in there with Kovalev. He got in there with Better Beef, and he got in there with Kovalev. Because his 3 losses were Kovalev, Better Beef, and then he lost to Lyndon Arthur in 2020. But that was a fight that he reconciled. Yeah, he reconciled. Be About a Farm says he says that. Hey, Centos Boxing, what's up with the homie? He says, can David take Yard punch? We don't know. We don't know what happens when he gets hit by a full-fledged career light heavyweight. You meant Kovalev? Okay. Yeah, you had me go comb back through the box rate. But at that time when he fought Kovalev wasn't one of the best, bro. Kovalev was past it, way past it. A shell of himself even. I'm thinking, man, I will say this though, on Yard's behalf. Yard is one of them fighters that you keep giving him a shot, keep giving him a shot. And if he went in there and actually dropped David Benavidez early and hit him. Hurt him and got on him, jumped on him and got him out of there, I would not be surprised. Especially because David Benavidez's defense is his offense. So I wouldn't be surprised by that. But I think also though, with jumping on Benavidez and trying to, hurt him, he also leaves himself open to be hurt early. And the one thing that we have seen is we've seen Anthony Yarde get stopped twice. So if he goes in there violate, then I think David Benavidez will demonstrate. In my Dev Money Mayweather voice. So I don't know, man. He said Kovalev had the experience though that can never be underestimated. Yeah, and Kovalev had enough experience that he stopped a younger, fresher, spirited Yarde. Now the question is, did that experience translate? Because after that, we went on to see Yarde. We went on to see him after that loss to Kovalev, right? We went on to see him lose to Lyndon Arthur because that was his first loss against Kovalev. We went on to see him lose against Lyndon Arthur. Then we see him go on to lose against Better Beef. So I'm not certain. I'm gonna go Benavidez 10th round stoppage. Benavidez 10th round stoppage. I'm not dismissing Yarde. I think Yarde really has a very fair shot. I think of this card, I think he has the greatest opportunity to shock the world. He does. He has the greatest opportunity to shock the world. All right, let's get to what y'all all came here for. 42 of y'all in here. Be sure to hit the like button, man. Be sure to hit the share. Be sure to go over and subscribe to the Punch Junkie channel. I'm coming in with the moment of truth, so I wanted to have this on the Junior the Truth channel. I'm gonna take it down from the Junior Truth channel, of course, and leave it over on the Punch Junkie. Devin the Dream Haney, man, versus Brian Norman Jr. Hey, man, say, man. Devin the Dream Haney coming in 32-0, 15 wins coming by way of knockout, stands 5'9", 71-inch arm reach, man. Fighting out of course, he's from the Bay Area, of course, Oakland, California is his birthplace, but he resides in Las Vegas, Nevada. I think we all know that. Brian Norman Jr., man, fighting out of Conyers, Georgia, ATL, stand up. He is 24 years of age, stands 5'8", 72-inch arm reach, man. And he is the WBO welterweight world champion. 28 wins, 0 defeats, 22 wins coming by way of knockout. I have been asked on repeat, feed me more zone, said he got Yarde to KO David Benavidez round 6 through 8. Ooh-wee, let's get it. Stormy B-Man said, yeah, they did because Yarde's corner stopped the fight against Better Beef. You do not allow a killer to finish. Stormy B-Man said, Dev gonna put on a clinic tonight under them lights. He gonna put on a clinic. Oh man. I've been getting harassed about this, man. Y'all been harassing me about this fight. Be Battle Farms. People personally. Be Battle Farms said, I got beat Norman by stoppage in the 9th round, man. Go ahead on. Just put it out there. He ain't finna play no games with it. Stormy B-Man said, Dev gonna put on the clinic, so I guess he got Dev by unanimous decision. You got to go over to his channel, go over to Stormy B-Man's channel, man, and get his prediction. I got concerns and I got questions. You know what I'm saying? First of all, salute to both of these fighters for coming on and putting on this fight, being willing to put up this fight. You know what I mean? Feed me more zone said he got Norman by KO round 10. Talib Cunningham said Devin is going to run and he better because Shotty coming. Ah, man. Hey, man, say, man, y'all pulling me. Let me get back in my element, man. Let me get back in my element. So, my areas of concern. Thriving Glow with Joe. What's up with you, Joe? My areas of concern. Man, y'all got this thing jumping over here, man. Y'all got it jumping. I don't even know where to start. First of all, salute to both fighters, man, for making this fight. This is a fight where really, truly, man, the sport of boxing is gonna win. These young champions, man, coming in. Devin the Dream Haney trying to go and conquer and become a world champion in his third weight division, moving up to 147. In his first fight at 147, he's going in and fighting the world champ. A lot of questions about the rankings with him being ranked number one and some of the sanctioning bodies having never fought at 147. You know, that's a little, iffy, but also, so is Ryan Garcia fighting for his a world title in his next fight, coming off a loss versus Rolly Romero. And iffy. We're at a point in life where you can't really take the sanctioning body seriously, but it is what it is. Salute to these two. This is, and let me say this, and I've talked to my brother Stormy B-Man in depth about this. Salute to my brother. Thank you for allowing me to bounce my ideas off of you, bro, and talk to you. I really honor that. I really appreciate you, bro. What's understood needs no explanation. The thing, this fight is so much bigger than just these two fighters, bro. Do you understand that we are ushering in a new era, and this could be potentially a glorious era of welterweight boxing? When you have all of these fighters that are in the welterweight division now, this new crop, young champions, so much skill, so much grit, so much so much opportunity, man. So many big fights, just so much. This is the commencement of the new welterweight division, man, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Salute to both camps. Salute to Bill Haney. Salute to Brian Norman Sr., man. These dudes have really, really put on a clinic as it relates to promoting this fight. Talib Cunningham said Norman in 10 by brutal KO. But salute to both guys, though. Kevin Dunbar said it's a great day for boxing, and Dev is going to box. Unanimous decision by the Dream. Woo! Don Royal 587 said Mario Barrios shouldn't be a champion. Man, Mario Barrios is there, man. He's a world champion. He should be a champion because he is a champion. Somebody gotta go get it. If he shouldn't be a champion, somebody gotta go get it. Yeah. Storm B-Man said, let's not forget, Dev stayed at lightweight for a decade. He's a legit welterweight at 27. He's a legit welterweight at 27. Don Royal said Mario Barrios is the PBC protecting club. He trash, very overrated. Yeah. All right, man. So like I said, salute to everybody, man. This is very difficult for me because I am a fan of both fighters, man. I am a fan of both fighters. I have an affinity for both fighters. I'm not one of them where I like this person, so I gotta hate this person, or I like this person, so I gotta slam that person. Like, I literally like both, and there's nobody, you can't make me choose a side. Like, I'm literally here for the boxing. You feel me? I am literally here for the boxing. So my concerns. First concern is Brian Norman Jr. and his level of competition, right? The people who, we've seen him in against up until this point, when you go down and you look at his resume, of course, those of us that, really follow the sport, we know these folks, we know how he's been moved. We understand that he's been fed, the top ranked diet. we get that and we understand that. We also understand that the only person for real on his resume of note for me was his that I literally knew was the Quentin Randall fight, and that was in 23, where he fought to a unanimous decision versus Quentin Randall, who at that time I believe he was still undefeated. He was 13-0. I think he might have had one draw. Cool. But the thing that you know what I mean, when you look at the diet and his resume of people, who he's fought up until this point, he's disposed of them. You understand what I'm saying? He's disposed of them. There's something to that. You know what I mean? Like, you can sit here and say, oh, you ain't fought nobody, you ain't done nothing, your opponents is this and opponents is that, and yada, yada, yada. But he's disposed of them. You understand what I'm saying? He's not in there with people who don't belong in the ring with him, and he's fighting them to decisions, or you know what I'm saying, or losing or draws or whatever the case may be. He is literally in there disposing of those people. Disposing of them. New Fat Boy Fitness said, I'm not picking. I just want to see the best fight the best. Brian Norman Jr. is disposing of these folks, getting them out of there. You understand what I'm saying? He's doing exactly what you're supposed to do with people who ain't supposed to be in there with you. All right. And so that's a concern. People say his level of competition. Another concern is his defense. People saying that, he's not really that defensively responsible. He's a sucker for a jab. You know what I mean? A nice, steady, calculated jab will totally offset everything that he can do because he eats them. You understand what I'm saying? And Brian Norman Jr., to be honest with you, is a fighter who I believe will take a punch to give a punch. Like, he'll take a punch to give a punch. He'll take a punch to give a punch. He'll literally you'll live now. You tell him to not come over here and mess with me, and you come mess with me. I said, you tell him to not come over here and mess with me, and you mess with me. Are y'all going? You gonna get that brush? Okay. All right. So, what's up, man? You all right? All right. So he literally will take a punch to give a punch. You understand what I'm saying? All right. In order to get his shit off. I've seen it. You understand what I'm saying? But he's a person that's hell bent on kicking in the door, waving the fofo. Kicking in the door, waving the fofo. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Devin and Dream Haney. People are concerned about him being gun shy based on what happened with the Ryan Garcia fight and the performance that he put in versus Ramirez. Devin the Dream Haney coming in 32-0, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. But he's been in there with Ryan Garcia, Regis Prograis, Vasily Lomachenko, George Kambosos, Jose Diaz, Jorge Linares, Yuriorkis Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of fighters that he's been in there. When you look at his resume, he's been in there with really, really top tier competition. If nothing else, in name. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, what I mean is, of course, when he fought Vasily Lomachenko had already lost, and Vasily Lomachenko, was a bit older. You know what I'm saying? When he was in there versus was it Linares? Linares was, of course, older. When he was in there versus Gamboa, of course, was excuse me, had already lost, been knocked out by Tank Davis, and then he fought Devin Haney next to a unanimous decision. So, a lot of people will say, with those names being there, when did he fight him? All that kind of stuff. So I get it. Dev, people are looking to see and looking for him to prove something coming on the heels of that rough and tumble fight versus Ryan Garcia, and then the fight versus Ramirez, in which he fought extremely defensively sound and a lot of movement. You understand what I'm saying? So these is just the facts. You understand what I'm saying? These are just the facts. Concerns is his susceptibility to that left hook. You know what I mean? I've watched a lot of film on Dev, and I watched film with Dev with him, especially with his commitment to the jab. He has a very bad habit of dropping his right hand when he jabs to the body, to the head, anywhere he jabs. He has a really, really bad habit of dropping his right hand. You understand what I'm saying? Him dropping his right hand when he jabs makes him susceptible to the left hook, period. Because I was sitting there thinking, like, man, how the hell he keep getting hit with the same damn shot? And the problem is, and those people, a lot of y'all know this better than me. You understand what I'm saying, Stormy? A lot of people who who literally watch the film and can break down the science know that when he especially when he jabs, he puts his hand down. Like, his hand is always down, which makes him extremely susceptible to the check. When you're talking about the lead left hooks, check left hooks, as with regard to a counter, he's susceptible to that. And we even saw it versus the Ramirez fight. Even saw it versus Ramirez. I saw him continuously dropping his hand when he jabs. Also, I've seen him with him finding himself uncomfortable with his feet when he's shifting his weight with regards to his punching. And I'm looking at his feet, you know what I'm saying, and leverage. And I always, when I look at the sport of boxing, I always compare it. Once again, I've said this to y'all, but I've compared it to the sports that I've played, like football and basketball. And I know that, you know, a lot of times, I don't know, just when you're talking about run, like for me, when I would line up, right? And salute to Craig L. What's up with you, homie? When I would line up, I would literally look at the offensive lineman and look at his stance, right? And I can look at, and it's so crazy, but I would look at his leverage. I would look at his feet. You understand what I'm saying? I would look at his are his heels on the ground, or are his heels up? And then I would look at his fingertips to see the whites, to see how much pressure he was putting on his front hand, so I could then figure out if he was run blocking or pass blocking. When I look at Dev and I look at him in his the way he steps and with his leverage, you know what I mean? Those are little things that I see that causes him to get in spaces where he's kind of uncomfortable, and he has to bring his body back to reset to keep his balance. It's not natural and fluid. It's a lot of labor that goes in with him keeping his balance together. And that's dangerous when you in there versus a motherfucker who can crack. You understand what I'm saying? Especially somebody that's your size, that somebody that you know, you all can touch each other. Like, you can reach. It's one thing to fight dudes that are smaller, that are shorter, that are, you know what I mean, naturally smaller guys. That's one thing. It's something totally different when you move into a weight class, a bigger weight class, and you're fighting fighters that are the same size as you. That is one of my big points with Dev, with this moving to welterweight, is I didn't want him to go to welterweight and go straight to Brian Norman Jr. It was one thing to go fight Regis Prograis, who you're naturally bigger than, who you are more skilled at boxing. You can box circles around Regis Prograis, and then you can literally hit Regis Prograis, and Regis Prograis can't hit you because he has pterodactyl arms. Respect to the Rougarou, that's my guy. But it was a stylistic bad matchup all the way around the board for Regis Prograis, and it wasn't easy, but he had a better shot moving up to 140 fighting Regis Prograis. In here versus Brian Norman Jr., somebody that's younger than you, same size as you, stronger than you, more explosive. This is a lot. This is a lot to take on in your first shot at welterweight. You feel me? I would have loved to see him, and I don't get me wrong, I love the fact that we're getting this fight. I love this for Dev Haney. Dev Haney is one of them guys. Dev Haney is one of them guys. But everything before but's bullshit. I don't mean to say but. I'll say this is a lot. And this is why I say, when I say, because I believe Dev is a boxing prodigy. I believe Dev is really one of them kids, and I really believe Dev Haney is one of the greats. And I'm not comfortable just thinking that Dev was just younger and bigger than all the guys he's fought, which is why we see him and Brian Norman being the same size, but Dev is fighting at 135. Brian Norman is at 147 and been at 147. You feel me? So I look at Dev and I see the skills and I see the abilities and I see the attributes. You feel me? And I want to see it transition with him throughout his career, because I don't want the story to be he was just a bigger dude picking on these younger and these older, slower, less athletically gifted fighters, because that's what they'll try to push. Old school Winston Lee said, look at the eyes. Haney picked a bear. Yeah. And so but I really would have loved to see Dev move, like I said, to 47, because with this fight, I would love for this fight to be a unification bout. Like, I would have loved Dev to get up there and fight Barrios and take the title from Barrios. I would love Dev to get up there and warm up with a David Afanesian fight or somebody, you know what I'm saying, at 47. I don't know, man. But anyway, so these are the concerns that I have with Dev, because I feel like there's no way around it, right? Because with Devin Haney's his attributes, he's a masterclass boxer. Jab, he has the ability to move. He has the ability to hit. He has a very high ring IQ. And regardless of what anybody says, he has a chin. He hasn't got knocked out, and he's been hit with bricks. He hasn't got knocked out. And every time he got knocked down, he got his ass up. And once again, I'm going to go out of here standing on the fact that I believe that he beat Ryan Garcia. I scored the fight for Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. He beat Ryan Garcia. He beat Ryan Garcia on my scorecard. He beat him. The kid got that dog in him, man. He really, truly got that dog in him. He does, man. He got that dog in him. Now, my point with Brian Norman Jr., because this is what I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing Devin. I'm tired of hearing Brian Norman Jr. hasn't fought nobody. He ain't got no experience. You a bum. You ain't fought nobody. You ain't done nothing. You ain't done nothing. Motherfucker, you gotta understand, you ain't never done nothing until you do it. You understand what I'm saying? You haven't done anything until you do it. You haven't beat nobody until you beat them. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody, all of the greats, everybody had an opportunity. And then the opportunity presented itself. And then what did they do with the opportunity? You understand what I'm saying? You can't tell me that, because Brian Norman Jr., let's be clear, he a baby. Brian Norman Jr.'s daddy is younger than me. You feel me? B. Norman Sr. is younger than me. He's younger than me. He's a baby. Brian Norman Jr. is a baby. He's literally the same age as my daughter. He's a baby. You feel me? That baby ain't done nothing because the baby ain't had the opportunity to yet. It's all about the opportunity. So you can't say that what he can do, what he can't do, because he ain't done it, because he hasn't had the opportunity to do it. Salute to my brother 503 Line in the building. What's up with you, bro? He ain't had the opportunity. Once you get the opportunity, then you have to talk. Then we got to talk. What did he do when he got the opportunity? All of the greats, all of these great fighters, you have to understand they had the opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? Before Errol Spence had the opportunity, he was just Errol Spence. He was a fighter that was running around here wrecking shit, and it was all about what we think will happen. Before Floyd got the opportunity, before Bud got the opportunities. Well, no, then nobody. Bud had become undisputed at 135, and people still didn't take his resume seriously. Or excuse me, at 140, I said 145. At 140, he became, I was thinking 135, 140. He became world champion at 35, undisputed at 140, and people still disrespected his resume. And he didn't, you know when Bud's coming out party was? Bud's coming out party, for me, it was different. But his coming out party for the world was when he dismantled Errol Spence. When he dismantled Errol Spence. That was his coming out party to the world. For me, his coming out party was when he did what he did with Victor Postol. But it's all about the opportunity. So you can't say a dude ain't nothing because he ain't fought nobody, and he's dismantled everybody that he's been in the ring with. You understand what I'm saying? He Jin Sasaki, do you understand that he fried Jin Sasaki's motherboard? Like y'all he fried Jin Sasaki's motherboard, bro. That man went to Jin Sasaki's house and fried his motherboard in front of his mama. I'm talking about opened up that man's motherboard and spilled juice all over his motherboard. Opened up his computer and spilled juice all over the motherboard. Fried this shit. That man forgot 6 weeks of his life. Bro, if you don't understand, like if I forget something from this morning, like I be trying to remember stuff from this morning, I be ready to go lay down in traffic because I can't remember something this morning. Man, if I forget 6 weeks of my life, man, I ain't gonna be no good, bro. I ain't no telling what I'm gonna do, man. Ain't no telling what I'm gonna do. Rob Singleton, but he didn't get no respect for it. He said Buzz showed the world who he was the man after Gamboa, but he didn't get no respect for it. He didn't get no respect. So of course they're gonna look at Brian Norman Jr. and say, man. So nah, man. So at the end of the day, like I'm tired of hearing that Brian Norman Jr. ain't done this, he ain't done that, and so on and so forth. So the way the fight's gonna play out, or the way I see the fight playing out, man. Like let's go ahead on and get to this. The way I see the fight playing out. First and foremost, this is going to be, I look at it like it's a story of two fights, right? So it's Devin Haney's ability to engage and because in this fight he got to go get it. He can't fight the way he fought against Ramirez because Brian Norman Jr. can move. Brian Norman Jr. can move. He can close the distance, and he's going to put Devin Haney in positions where he's going to have to fight and exchange with him. So we get the opportunity to see Devin Haney's tools. Like what tools does he have to be able to put him in a position to be successful versus I'm looking at my keys. What can he do to put himself in position to be successful in these exchanges? Because he's not gonna be able to fight like he fought versus Ramirez. I'm good, thank you. As far as Brian Norman, he's gonna have to showcase that he can actually box. He's gonna have to showcase that he can actually box because the world don't believe he can box. The world don't believe he can box, and he's gonna have to be able to showcase that he can box to get himself in position to get his shit off. This is gonna be an incredible fight, man, an incredible storyline, incredible matchups. And this is I'm on my new Fat Boy. Like new Fat Boy said, man, he ain't even finna make a pick. I ain't finna do that because I'm gonna make a pick. And I to me, I have to look at, and I was talking to Stormy B-Man. Stormy B-Man was saying, you got to think about what's more likely to happen because I could see it going every which way. And like I shared with him, this is the first fight in a long time where I look and I can see literally vividly both fighters winning and how they can actually win. I got some serious questions, you know what I mean? Serious questions. Devin Haney's jab, especially if he's able to throw power jabs, I could see him, honestly speaking, I can see him dropping Brian Norman Jr. with a jab, utilizing Brian Norman Jr.'s leverage against him. I could literally see him dropping Brian Norman Jr. with a jab. I could see him setting up a jab, and landing some other stuff to get Brian Norman to hurt Brian Norman Jr. and to set him on his pockets. And also a big thing I need is to see if Devin Haney can actually do anything and land anything that can convince Brian Norman Jr. not to dive on him and jump on him. You understand what I'm saying? Can he land anything convincing enough to get Brian Norman Jr.'s respect to make him think about running up in there? Because we've seen Devin Haney have significant snap and get other fighters respects. They're not running up in there on him, but they also have been smaller fighters. What happens when he's in there with somebody that is his size, strong, same size, younger, explosive, world champion, in his prime? I don't even think Brian Norman is in his prime yet. I think this fight will catapult him into his prime. I don't think he's in his prime yet. This is some stuff, man. Like, this is a real. Y'all just want to hear my pick, man. I love Dev Haney. I love Brian Norman Jr., man. I got a lot of love and respect for both counts. When I look at and I see what's more likely to happen, man, and what I think is more likely to happen, that those flaws, those technical flaws that I've talked about from each fighters, man, it's kind of just put me in the space, bro. Like, it's kind of just put me in a peculiar space. And also, don't get me wrong, I believe that this is a rivalry, and we have to bring back rivalry in the sport of boxing. I'm talking real rivalry. You understand what I'm saying? That fight versus the and I know we take the fight versus Ryan Garcia, and we know that he was on performance enhancing drugs, and we know that he came in overweight. We know that he cheated all the way around the board, right? And I also know that Team Haney made some tremendous mistakes during that time, and it's stuff that I'll never forget. And I've been mad at them. I've forgiven them, but I've been mad at them, and it's been all about them chasing the ghost of Tank Davis. Cornball shit. Like, that was some cornball shit, man. The Team Haney was on some cornball shit with that Ryan Garcia fight, and as a result, they fucked this whole thing up. I'm not, and I'm gonna be the one to tell you they family, and I'm gonna be the one to tell my family, when you fuck up, you fuck up. They was on some cornball shit, chasing the ghost of Devin Haney, Tank Davis, trying to do the shit. Like, no matter how you slice it up, you understand what I'm saying? Tank Davis, he fight Gamboa, then we come right back and fight Gamboa. You understand what I'm saying? He fight Ryan Garcia, then no matter what, the show must go on. We just gotta fight Ryan Garcia. And Ryan Garcia gave his ass to kiss that entire time, that entire build up to that fight, the whole entire situation. And they still went forward with that fight when they should not have went forward with that fight. And I'm still mad about that when I talk about it and I think about it, because it was some cornball shit, and you're supposed to know better. With that being said, when I still look at that fight, right, and I still see what happened, it was a fight where the sizes were comparable. Two big kids in there, close as hell in size. They both can touch each other. And what I saw was Dev Haney constantly drop his right hand and become susceptible to the right hook, a left hook, in a fight that I still thought that he won. I still scored it for him, and I still felt like he outclassed Ryan Garcia and beat Ryan Garcia in every round except for the rounds he got dropped. The technical flaws were there. Now, my problem with that, right? This is where it gets sticky for me. My problem with that is, guess what? Ryan Garcia is not a world-class fighter, y'all. Ryan Garcia is not a world championship caliber fighter. That's why he's not been a world champion yet. He is not a world-class fighter. Ryan Garcia is a domestic level fighter at best. He is not a world-class fighter. He has 2 losses. He lost to Tank Davis, lost to Rolly Romero in a fight that it was an alley-oop for him versus Rolly Romero. He lost. Ryan Garcia is not a world-class fighter. If he was, he would be a world champion. He's 24 fights in, well, 26 fights in, 27. One of them was a no contest. 27 fights in is not yet a world champion because he is not. Salute to my brother Drew Titan in the building. He is not a world-class fighter. He's not a world-class. He's not a world championship caliber fighter. Trill Will, what's up with you, bro? And so that concerns me. That concerns me. To have that knockdown, drag out, that level of, to have those defensive laps, to have those mental laps in there versus him. And I'm not taking away from the fact that he is a motherfucking cheater, because Ryan Garcia is a cheater and he deserves, I don't ever want to see him fight again. Drew said he learned from that experience. I think he learned from that experience, and I don't think he will willingly toe that line and go head to head. My problem, Drew, is what happens when you're in there versus a fighter who can force you to have to go head to head. Mahari Nation Sports Podcast, who can put you in position and force you to have to go head to head. And that's where it gets tricky, bro. That's where it gets tricky. And that's why I got Brian Norman Jr. winning this fight, bro. I got Brian Norman Jr. winning this fight. Yeah, I got Brian Norman Jr. winning this fight, man. I think Brian Norman Jr. is going to seize this moment, bro. The ring is small. I think every time we turn around with Dev, moving and the things that he does to get out of the way defensively, he's going to find himself in the ropes. We're going to see a lot of him trying to tie up. We're going to see Brian Norman Jr., the strong, explosive kid, refusing to be tied up. We're going to see, you got to understand, Brian Norman Jr., a dog. So we're going to see Brian Norman Jr. throwing shoulders, getting off of him, getting him off. He's not going to be accepting the clinches. You feel me? All of the things that we've seen Dev be able to do versus spirited fighters, but they were smaller. All of the things we've seen him do versus smaller fighters, he's not going to be able to do it. He's not going to be able to do it versus Brian Norman Jr., bro. He's not going to be able to do it. Man, and then I think, but this is a fight though that I really believe that we will be able to see a trilogy, bro. I really be able to think that we'll be able to see a trilogy in this fight, and they definitely are going to be rivals, which is what I feel Dev needs. I feel he needs. Lala D, what's up with you? you ain't miss nothing. You got the ring. You got the replay button. So I got Brian Norman Jr., man, winning this fight, man. I got him by it'll be a stoppage, man. It's gonna be a stoppage. I know y'all gonna want a round, man. Probably I'm gonna say 7. I never picked 7. I'm gonna say Brian Norman Jr. 7th round stoppage. Be About a Farms. This is the truth, bro. I had Dev the whole time. I had Dev this whole time, bro. And then I started because I felt like Dev was gonna put on a masterclass performance, man, literally. And then I sat down and I really started thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I really started thinking about it and I really started looking at it. And then I really just dove deep. In my thoughts. And I really nerded out over this fight, man, and watching film and looking at it and seeing consistencies and things that I'm concerned about. I talked to my brother Stormy B-Man about things that I'm concerned about. Some of the technical stuff that I see, the different, really the energy around the fight, the level of focus that I see, the temperament. Like there's a lot of stuff that I see that I'm just like, nah, man. I think both fighters are ready. I think this is gonna be a hell of a fight, man. I got Brian Norman Jr. winning, but prior to this, man, I had Dev winning by unanimous decision, man. I felt like Dev was gonna take Brian Norman to school. I really truly did. Yeah. Lala D said, some Haney fans got Haney by stoppage. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, Lala. I hate the term fans now, that fighter and then fans. I hate it. I hate Haney fans, Tank fans, Bud fans. Like, I hate that shit because I'm stupid, but I'm a fan of everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just drives me crazy. Kevin Dunbar said that power isn't going to show. Devin going to skill him. Now that power, that I don't see how that power not going to show, bro. And that's just it. Like, and that's an example, Kevin Dunbar. Like, the stuff that we need, like we need Brian Norman Jr.'s power to not show up. How? You understand what I'm saying? How? Yeah, how? Stormy B-Man says, you know you didn't fucked up, don't you? You know you didn't fucked up, don't you? Hey man, I don't know nothing, bro. I'm under the Roger Mayweather act, man. I'm one of them people that don't know shit about boxing, man. I'm just a fan. You feel me? I'm just a fan. I'm just one of the last fans of the real fans of the sweet science, man. And what I see in that science, bro, I really think Brian Norman Jr. gonna go get it and come back with it. And I'll be looking and I'll be anxiously anticipating the rematch. Also, I know that's the only way we're gonna get a rematch is if Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. win this fight. And the other thing I wanted to see, which I think would have helped tremendously, Vonnie said, I got Dev in the 8th and 9th round stoppage. Where are y'all getting the stoppage from? I think I know, but y'all got to explain to me, where's the stoppage coming from? I'm all for the unanimous decisions and shit. I could see that. Where are y'all getting the stoppage from? I don't know where y'all getting the stoppage from. Where's the Dev by stoppage gonna come from? You think Dev gonna be able to hurt him and stop him? Is it to move up the welterweight that y'all think? Where's the stoppage coming from? Because we haven't seen a stoppage since 2019. Or no. Well, I guess 19 that was in 19 too, versus Abdulayev. We haven't seen a stoppage since then. So where's the stoppage coming from? What's up, the War Report? I need help. Dwayne Jones says people have been waiting 8 years for Dev's man strength to suddenly appear. Righteousness 91 said he might. Drew Titan says Devin is stronger than what the media has put out. I think Dev is strong. I think he's a strong kid. I know he's a strong kid. I'm still trying to figure out where the stoppage coming from, though. I don't understand where the stoppage. Akil Var said, I do believe Brian is going in solely thinking of a KO, and that will be his downfall. And see, that's where I think everybody's fooled. That's where I think everybody's fooled. I think that everybody thinks that Brian Norman Jr. is coming in specifically with the thought of a KO in mind and just destruction. And I think when he comes out and he actually proves that he can box, which is what's going to happen tonight, he's going to prove that he can box, and he can literally box, and he can have his way boxing, and he can box his way into position to land his shit and to get his shit off. That is where I'm telling you, man. And so it comes down to me to Devin Haney's ability to stay safe in these exchanges versus Brian Norman Jr.'s ability to box. Because we seen him in versus Ryan Garcia and he couldn't stay safe in them exchanges. And then we saw him in versus Ramirez and there was no exchanges. We worked around the exchanges. He's not going to be able to work around the exchanges versus Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. is going to force his way into exchanges with Devin the Dream Haney. Yeah. Yeah. My brother Trill Will said, how does Norman stop him? Where are y'all getting these attributes from? I've watched hours of his fights and I don't see it. Well, bro, if you watch hours of his fights, man, like if you watch hours of his fights, the man got 22 knockouts, bro. He got 22 knockouts. His last fight was a knockout. Fight before that knockout. Fight before that knockout. He ain't had a decision since 23 versus Quentin Randall. Like he got a whole host of knockouts. Hey man, Michael Larkin said Haney by 8th round stoppage. K _ laughing at me, bro. Don't laugh at me, bro. I don't know, bro. He got hours of knockouts. He got hours of knockout film. He got 22 knockouts. Got hours and hours in a knockout. Hey, y'all don't. Hey, I don't want my family to hate me, man. Shout out to my family. I want my family that don't hate me because I picked Brian Norman, man. I don't want no hate videos or no Junior Coon. I don't want no Coon. Y'all don't put no Coon cap on me, man. Because y'all know I'll get in my white van, man, and we can go get in the grass. I ain't one of them. Devin usually gets caught. Ravens Nation said Devin usually gets caught when his opponents punches with him in the late rounds. Happened with Loma, Linares, and Ryan, the cheater. Ryan caught him early, bro. Ryan caught him early. That was like the second round Ryan caught him. Drew Tyne said Haney is a sharper puncher with better footwork. I don't know about the better footwork, bro. I've really been looking at Dev's footwork, man. I don't really know about the footwork, bro. And has a resume full of talentless opponents that I guess he was supposed to win. Haney is the veteran, and it's going to show. I think Dev is a veteran, man. I think he has a plethora of tools. I think he is definitely the more experienced fighter. I just think Devin has gotten in with an animal. K _ said, I got Norman in 5. Jay Vonnie said Ryan was on missed weight and was on the juice. That's a fact, bro. He missed weight and he was on the juice. But we also saw early in that fight, man, we saw some technical flaws that Devin paid for, man, in that fight, bro. If we're gonna tell the truth, we gotta tell the truth, bro. I understand. I'm never gonna take away the missing weight and the juice. Like, I'm never gonna take away from that, bro. And also, I'm a person that just got here and told you I was mad at Bill for a long time for even taking that fight. They shouldn't even took that fight. Stormy says, actually, to be honest, JuniorTheTruth, if the public sentiment wasn't so against Devin in this agenda-based society, there would be more respect for the fighter Devin is. People buy right into the foolishness. Now, I agree with that 100%, bro. I agree with that 100%, man. And Devin the Dream Haney is oh, man. Hold on. Hello. What's wrong? Which one? Did you push the button on the key? And you double pushed it? Yep. And then when you push from the inside, it won't close? Like push the button from the inside? Okay, so try to get in and start it. All right, y'all. Sorry, I gotta get out of here, man. I got a funeral to go to. I got all kind of stuff I gotta get moving. I think let me see. Where was I? Dang, y'all been going nuts since in here. Will Sinclair laughing. Lala D said, right, I still got Haney, but that might change. 503 Lion said Devin Haney is gonna have to use his footwork and clinch on the inside, but he's not. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Brian Norman Jr. is not going to accept he's not going to accept the clinch, bro. He's going to use his shoulder. He's going to push him off. He's gonna. I see Dev trying to reach and clinch, and I see Brian Norman Jr. punching. Like, bro, this is like I all right, man. So I don't know, bro. I wish I can explain it, man. But I realize you can't explain stuff to people who just don't want to see it. This fight is to think that Dev is just gonna go in here and just walk through Brian Norman Jr. is nuts. To me, to think that Dev is actually gonna stop Brian Norman Jr., bro, is nuts. Based on because we look at and we talk about the competition, bro, right? Cool. And then we go in and we look at Dev competition and the people, and he's fought a lot lesser opponents than Brian Norman Jr. and he didn't stop them. Like he didn't stop them. You understand what I'm saying? And they were smaller. They were smaller dudes that were older, and he didn't stop them, y'all. Like, hey, man. So I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Hey, man, we're gonna see. This is the beauty of it, though. This is the beauty. They gotta actually fight today. He said Brian has stopped no one on Devin's level. Check the resume, Brian. But this is what I'm saying, Drew. Like that's like an obvious statement, my brother. Brian Norman Jr. hasn't fought anybody on Devin the Dream Haney's level, bro. He hasn't fought anybody on Dev's level. So it's of course he ain't stopped nobody on this level. He ain't. This is his step up. And like I just said, bro, you ain't fought nobody until you do. He ain't fought nobody on Dev's level, bro. This is his first time fighting anybody on Dev's level. Be About It Far said, as soon as he starts clinching, them short uppercuts is coming, bro. He said, Drew said the one fighter that fought him back, Brian, was dropped and it was stopped and he didn't run it back. Right. And then the time Dev stepped in, bro, with somebody who was his same size, we got the shit that happened. Of course, the controversy, we gotta account for the controversy and the missing the weight and all of that bullshit, bro. But it was still technical problems within that fight, bro. And this is what I'm saying. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, and then I gotta go. He's Be About It Farm says he's telling the truth, Junior. You're about to be called all kind of, yeah, they're gonna call me coons and everything. And then I'm just gonna pull up in my white van with my gloves, and we all just gonna be boxing, man. We can all just be some fighting motherfuckers out here this evening. You feel me? I love Dave Haney just like everybody else. You feel me? I love him like everybody else. I love enough to tell the truth. And like I said, I literally had Dev winning this fight by unanimous decision until I sat down and really looked at it and started thinking. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You feel me? I don't know. Drew said he said this is only a pick for me. Laugh out. No, I'm just playing, bro. Ain't no finna be no name calling none of that. This is family. This is what we supposed to do. We supposed to disagree. You supposed to see it one way. I'm supposed to see the other way. And then when my pick is right, I'm supposed to call you and say, see, I told you. Or when your pick is right, you're supposed to call me and say, see, I told you. I gotta go, y'all. I got Brian Norman Jr. winning. Knockout. What I say, 7th round? I got it 7th round, man. I'm looking for an awesome fight. Salute to both fighters. Shout out to everybody. Once again, let me put my face on the camera when I say this. The fight that makes this amazing, and I know y'all came in late trying to stir up shit, Will and everybody talking about, what you see this? What are you talking about? This is a fight. Dev Haney gets the opportunity to show me just what I think he is. Brian Norman Jr. gets the opportunity to show me that he is just what I think he is, because I think they both the goods. And I think that we have discovered a rivalry in the commencement of the new 147-pound division. And this is a glorious time for the welterweights, man. Hey, salute to y'all, man. This is Junior the Truth signing off. Giving y'all daily reminder, man. Javani said Ryan was on that Beyond Boxing. Yeah, he was on all of that, bro. But also, Ryan Garcia is a domestic level fighter, bro. He's not a world-class champion. And that's a problem for us to get in there and actually fight the way we fought versus him, the kick and scratch and claw against Ryan Garcia. He's not a world-class fighter. We're going to see, though. Hey, man, I got to go. This is Junior Truth signing off. Give me a daily reminder to view your life like a paradise until it's like a paradise. I'm a high-born player made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing back.
Ghetto baby, I seen pistol play and case Aaron like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare, what a motherfucker bathed in age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread. Camoed out, grew up on them niggas from the know you. Funny how they lose themselves when they can't control you. Here's a 50 slab, cause the game is out of order. Make me kill a nigga career just to meet my quota. Hold up, none you rap niggas want it. I got remnants of Biggie, I was never Lil Homie. I'm so genuine with her, she let me ride